What if I told you that the very first thing you eat or skip before 8 a.m. could be the reason your legs feel weaker every year? It's not just about exercise, it's not even about aging, it's about something you didn't even know you were missing. You see, after 60, your leg muscles start shrinking quietly. You wake up with stiff thighs, aching knees, or maybe that subtle shake when you stand from a chair. You chalk it up to getting older, but here's the truth. Your breakfast habits may be silently draining the strength from your legs. In this video, I'm going to show you something most people over 60 have never been told. The number one mistake that's silently making your legs weaker each year before your day even begins. But here's the good news. This isn't about doing more exercises or taking expensive supplements. It's about changing one small thing in your morning routine. I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful foods that help restore leg muscle strength, support circulation, and activate the nutrients your body needs right when it needs them most. You'll learn how to build a breakfast that doesn't just fill your stomach, but actually feeds your muscles, protects your balance, and gets you moving better. And the best part, these aren't complicated recipes or strange superfoods. They're simple, affordable, and delicious. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear morning habit that could help reverse up to 10 years of leg muscle loss just by making the first thing you eat count. So let's dive into the 5 most powerful breakfast foods that can literally make the difference between strong, active legs and slow, shrinking muscles. If you're over 60, these foods aren't just good, they're essential. And the first one might be sitting in your kitchen right now. Item 1. Whole eggs, the complete muscle starter. Eggs are one of the most misunderstood foods in America, especially among older adults. For years, we were told to avoid the yolks and stick to egg whites. But the science has completely changed. If you're over 60 and trying to keep your legs strong, whole eggs, yes, with the yolk, are one of the best things you can eat first thing in the morning. Each egg contains a full spectrum of amino acids, including leucine, the key trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Leucine tells your body, hey, it's time to build muscle now. That's incredibly important after 60, when your natural muscle-building response slows down dramatically. Eggs also deliver vitamin D for balance and bone strength, choline for brain and muscle connection, and B12 to help keep your nerves firing properly. So how should you eat them? Simple. 1 or 2 whole eggs boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled within 1 hour of waking up. You don't need fancy omelets, just real whole eggs. And if you want an extra anti-inflammatory boost, add a dash of turmeric or black pepper while cooking. It helps reduce stiffness and swelling in your joints. Now I know what you're thinking, but what about cholesterol? It's a fair question. But here's what the latest research shows. Eating dietary cholesterol from eggs doesn't automatically raise your blood cholesterol. In fact, for most people, eggs are not only safe, they're beneficial, especially when eaten in moderation and paired with a balanced diet. Bottom line, whole eggs are nature's perfect muscle fuel. And for your legs, they're a powerful ally against weakness, fatigue, and loss of balance. Item 2. Oats plus chia seeds, the energy stabilizer. Let's move on to the second powerhouse, breakfast oats, combined with chia seeds. If eggs are the spark that lights your muscle-building engine, oats are the steady fuel that keeps it running all day. Why oats? Because they're rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that slows down digestion, helps stabilize your blood sugar, and gives your muscles a steady stream of glucose, the fuel they depend on. Oats also pack magnesium, which helps prevent leg cramps, and they're a natural source of energy that doesn't crash like sugary cereals or pastries. But when you add chia seeds to the mix, that's when things get even better. Chia seeds are loaded with plant-based omega-3s, which support joint health, reduce inflammation, and protect the delicate nerves in your feet and legs. They also expand in your stomach and keep you full longer, so you're less likely to snack on processed food later. Here's how to prepare it. Cook up half a cup of steel-cut or rolled oats, not the instant kind. Stir in 1 tablespoon of chia seeds while it's still warm. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon for blood sugar control, and if you want an extra kick of potassium, top it off with a few slices of banana or some blueberries. And a quick word of caution, avoid those flavored instant oat packets. They're often packed with sugar artificial flavors and preservatives that can spike your insulin and contribute to inflammation. Stick with plain oats and dress them up yourself. This combination oats and chia is gentle on your digestion, powerful for your muscles, and perfect for mornings when you need long-lasting strength and energy. Your legs will feel the difference, especially if you've been dealing with that mid-morning fatigue or wobbly knees by 10 a.m. Item 3. Slightly unripe banana, the cramp killer. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a stabbing pain in your calf or a sudden spasm behind your knee, you're not alone. Nighttime leg cramps become more common as we age, and one of the biggest reasons is a drop in potassium and magnesium. But here's the surprising fix: a slightly unripe banana eaten first thing in the morning. Why slightly unripe? Because those bananas with a bit of green still on the peel are lower in sugar and higher in something called resistant starch. This type of starch helps feed the good bacteria in your gut, which improves nutrient absorption, including the minerals your muscles need to stay relaxed and flexible. Bananas also provide vitamin B6, which helps regulate nerve function, and of course they're famous for their potassium. This mineral is essential for proper muscle contraction and prevents the spasms that keep you up at night or slow you down during the day. To get the most benefit, pick a banana that's firm with a slight green tint. Avoid the overripe, mushy ones that spike your blood sugar. And here's a tip for busy mornings: peel and freeze them when they're still slightly green. You can toss one into a smoothie with oats, Greek yogurt, and cinnamon, and you've got a leg-friendly breakfast that takes under 5 minutes. Now, you might be wondering, can I eat bananas if I'm diabetic? The answer is yes, especially if you choose slightly unripe ones. They have a lower glycemic impact, and when paired with protein or fat, they digest more slowly and keep your blood sugar stable. So next time you reach for a fruit in the morning, think beyond the usual apple or juice. A slightly unripe banana could be your best defense against painful cramps and sluggish legs. Item 4. Greek yogurt, the overnight muscle rebuilder. Let's talk about something that happens every night while you sleep: muscle breakdown. After age 60, your body enters a more catabolic state during the night, which means your muscles are literally breaking down faster than they rebuild. That's where Greek yogurt comes in. Greek yogurt is packed with casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that continues to feed your muscles hours after you eat it. Even if you have it in the morning, it helps reverse the overnight breakdown and provides your body with the amino acids it needs to rebuild strength, especially in your legs and hips. But that's not all. Greek yogurt also contains calcium for bone density, probiotics for gut health, and vitamin B12 to support your nerves, particularly important for those who feel tingling or weakness in the legs. Now, not all yogurts are created equal. Be sure to choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Skip the fruit on the bottom versions that are loaded with added sugar. Instead, add your own healthy toppings like a handful of walnuts, flax seeds, or a drizzle of honey if you like a touch of sweetness. And what if you're lactose sensitive? No problem. Try sheep's milk or goat's milk yogurt. They're often easier to digest and just as rich in nutrients. Many people think yogurt is just a snack or a dessert. But when used correctly, especially in the morning, it becomes a recovery food, one that works quietly in the background to repair your muscles, support your digestion, and strengthen your body from the inside out. If your legs have been feeling heavy or your balance feels just a little off lately, don't ignore it. Your body might be crying out for deeper nutrition, and Greek yogurt could be the missing link your muscles have been waiting for. Item 5. Salmon or sardines, the inflammation fighter. If you've ever stood up after sitting for a while and felt like your knees were locked, or your legs just didn't want to move, that tight, heavy, almost inflamed sensation, that's not just aging. That's your body's way of asking for anti-inflammatory support. And one of the best sources you can give it: fatty fish like salmon or sardines eaten early in the day. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which help lower inflammation in your joints, improve blood flow in your legs, and even support nerve communication between your brain and your muscles. That last part is key. Because after 60, your nervous system slows down, just like your muscles do. When your nerves fire better, your movement becomes smoother, your balance improves, and your steps feel more confident. Salmon also contains high-quality protein, vitamin D, and B12, which together help with muscle tone, energy production, and nerve protection. Sardines, often overlooked, are just as powerful and even come with tiny edible bones that give you a boost of calcium and phosphorus. Now, you don't need to eat a giant portion. Even just a few ounces in the morning, smoked salmon on a piece of whole-grain toast or grilled sardines with a squeeze of lemon can make a big difference. If you don't enjoy fish or can't tolerate the taste, consider a high-purity fish oil supplement. Look for one with third-party testing for heavy metals and PCBs. Just make sure it contains both EPA and DHA, not just generic omega-3. Here's a pairing tip: combine your salmon or sardines with a starchy vegetable like sweet potato or butternut squash. The complex carbs help shuttle those healthy fats and proteins into your muscles more efficiently. You'll feel the difference, especially if your legs tend to swell or feel sluggish later in the day. Think of this as your natural anti-inflammatory breakfast, one that doesn't just protect your heart and brain, but directly supports the strength, circulation, and function of your legs. And the earlier you eat it, the better your body uses it throughout the day. Bonus: sweet potato plus Celtic salt, the muscle relaxer combo. Now let's talk about one of the most overlooked causes of leg tightness and cramps: electrolyte imbalance. As we age, we tend to drink less water, lose more minerals through medication or coffee, and forget to replenish what the body actually needs. That's where this bonus breakfast combo comes in: a small cube of steamed sweet potato with just a pinch of Celtic sea salt. Why sweet potato? It's a complex carbohydrate that delivers long-lasting energy without the crash. But it's also packed with potassium and magnesium, two minerals that your muscles rely on to stay relaxed, flexible, and responsive. Unlike white potatoes, sweet potatoes have more fiber, more antioxidants, and a slower glycemic load, meaning you won't get that mid-morning sugar spike or crash. Now let's talk salt, but not the regular table salt that's been bleached and stripped of minerals. Celtic sea salt contains over 70 trace minerals, including magnesium, calcium, and even natural iodine. Just a tiny pinch can help rehydrate your cells and balance your body's fluid levels, which reduces swelling and that puffy leg feeling so many seniors wake up with. Here's how to use it. Steam a few small cubes of sweet potato the night before. In the morning, eat 1 or 2 pieces warm with a tiny sprinkle of Celtic salt, just enough to taste. This simple addition can act like a gentle muscle relaxer. It helps reduce tension in your calves and hamstrings, and can even ease the stiffness behind your knees. If you're someone who wakes up with tight legs or feels like your gait is a little off, first thing in the morning, this combo might be the small daily fix your body's been missing. And when combined with the other foods we've talked about, eggs, oats, banana yogurt, and salmon, it becomes part of a full breakfast protocol that's not just healthy, but truly functional. So, what can you do starting tomorrow morning? Don't wait for another prescription. Don't wait until standing up becomes a struggle or walking to the mailbox feels like a chore. The solution is already in your kitchen, and it's simpler than you think. Here's a 7-day morning routine that's easy to follow and powerful enough to change how your legs feel. Start with 1 boiled egg whole, not just the whites. Within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up, give your muscles the complete protein they need to rebuild. Add half a cup of steel-cut oats stirred with chia seeds and topped with banana slices. That's your sustained energy and cramp prevention rolled into one. And before all of that, take a small cube of steamed sweet potato, sprinkle a tiny bit of Celtic salt, and eat it warm. That combo hydrates your cells, eases muscle tightness, and gently restores your electrolyte balance. Stick to this for 7 days. No pills, no protein powders. Just real food on time. Now, here's the part that often surprises people. Within the first 3 to 4 days, many begin noticing their legs feel steadier when they walk. They're not grabbing the banister as often. The cramps at night start fading. And by day 7, they say their legs feel more awake, less heavy, more grounded, more dependable. This isn't about starting a new diet. It's about restarting your body's conversation with its own strength. These are not trendy superfoods. They're the everyday, affordable, familiar foods your body has been quietly asking for, and now you're finally listening. Your muscles don't need more years. They need the right support. And now you know exactly where to start. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's the first thing you usually eat in the morning? Have you ever tried starting your day with eggs, oats, or even sweet potatoes? Your experience might inspire someone else. So scroll down and share in the comments. I do read every single one. And if you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up. It tells YouTube this content matters and helps more people just like you find their way back to stronger, more reliable legs. Don't forget to subscribe because in the next video, we're diving into 3 foods most seniors think are healthy, but they might actually be speeding up leg weakness. You won't want to miss it. Your journey to stronger legs isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things at the right time. And it all starts with that very first bite tomorrow morning. Let's move forward together.